गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। Hari Om. We'll chant first two verses. Namah Shri Shankarananda Guru Padambujanmane Savilasa Mahamoha ग्राह ग्रासैक कर्मणे तत्पादाम्बुरुहद्वन्द्व सेवा निर्मलचेतसाम् सुखबोधाय तत्त्वस्य विवेकोऽयं विधीयते। Page 7. प्रतिबन्धोऽस्ति भातीति व्यवहारार्यवस्तुनि तन्निरस्य विरुद्धस्य तस्योत्पादनमुच्यते। तस्य हेतुसमानावि तस्य हेतुसमानामिहार पुत्रधनिश्रुतौ इहानादिरविद्यैव व्यामोहैकनिबन्धनम् Chidanandamaya Brahma Pratibimba Samanvita Tamo Rajas Sattva Guna Prakritir Dvividha Chasa. So we had seen yesterday that we are revising already. We had seen till 33rd or something. I am just revising it. So today I'll go fast in the revision. So what we saw yesterday, that Jeev logically is of the nature of Sat, Chit and Anand. So you can prove by yukti that there was not a time I was not there, and I am of the nature of consciousness, and I am of the nature of Anand. But to prove that this is Brahman, then you need Vedanta Shastra. There you need Vedanta. To prove that this Satchitanand is of the nature of that which does not have Desh, Kal, Vastu, Parichinnata, there you need Shastra. Then Yukti won't work. Then you need the Shruti. So, Shruti also says that Atma is of the nature of, Brahman is of the nature of Satchitanand. And this also says, our logic also says. Then what to do? Then if the Jeev is of the nature of Satchitanand, then I should be full of Anand. I should be full of joy. And if I am full of joy, I will not get attached. The very sign that the person gets attached is indicating that there is some lack of Anand in him. If somebody already has full joy, if somebody goes out to eat every day, that means in his house good food is not made. Simple thing is there. In his house only if proper meal is served in due time, then why will he go out and search for food somewhere? So if the Jeev was experiencing joy, then he wouldn't go out and get infatuated by some sense objects. You heard this point. So you cannot say Jeev does not know itself at all, because if it won't know, then there will be no love for himself. And you cannot say Jeev knows itself completely. If it knows itself completely, then it should be full of joy. Then what is there which is obstructing its knowledge about itself? To explain this, one word came called Pratibandh. And Pratibandh is a technical word, although it means obstacle. So Vyavhar Arya. So something is not there and not known. Why I say something is known, and then something is known, therefore I say it is existing here. I say this paperweight is existing. How do I say? Because it is known. Something is known and it is existing. So what is the meaning of obstacle? This knowledge that something is known and something is existing is veiled or obscured. This veiler of that something exists and is known is called pratibandh or an obstacle. And then I will say that I did not know and therefore it did not exist. Something is existing and it is known, but some factor comes in between through which I feel I did not know and therefore it did not exist, and therefore it is not existing at all. And this factor which creates this delusion, something, and that is called pratibandh or an obstacle. I hope you are clear about that. Like supposing somebody has cataract. A cataract is there, that person could not see. Something near was there and he could not see. And I came and he said, Swami, you didn't come. So I said, no, I was there. Well, I did not see. Because I did not see, therefore I thought you had not come. You don't come. Of this film of cataract, not contract, this film of cataract is called obstacle in that manner. Sometimes you go in a crowd or you are sitting in some talk and very tall person comes and sits in front of you. Now you cannot see other person in front of you. So he is like an obstacle. He is not allowing you to see. Or supposing you have a fever and very tasty dish is given to you, but because of the fever you don't feel any taste in it. You feel there is no taste, I want it. So actually taste is there, but that has prevented to experience because of the obstacle that your taste buds have gone sick right now. Understood, no? So similarly, all the children were chanting and his child was also chanting. But the voice of all, say, 49 children became like a pratibandh or an obstacle to hear his own child. And then when the child came in the night, he said, you are not chanting. Only that you are not hearing because of the sound of somebody else was there. You are not hearing that. Similarly, although I am of the nature of Satchitanand, or I am of the nature of Purnatvam, or I am of the nature of non-dying. I don't die. I don't have any ignorance. I don't have anything lacking in I. There may be lacking in circumstances. There may be something lacking in the situation. Situational absence is not absence in me. I may not, around me there may be no money. Around me there may be no people. Around me there may be no house. Around me there may be no, maybe hot or cold weather is there. But because the car is not around me or sun is not around me, the knowledge that I am lacking sun, I miss having a son, or I miss having a father, or I miss having a mother, or I miss having money, I miss having a good face, my face is made in a rush, I miss having a very beautiful face. I miss in me, this I miss in me, this is because of the obstacle called misignorance. Why miss? Because it marries anybody. It is still searching, anyone it marries. My missus is there, once marriage is over, then it's over. But that everywhere she marries, still she is unmarried. I don't know when she will get married. So when you miss something in I, then misignorance is there. Although, see the interesting point, I is of the nature of completeness. eye is full. There only where ignorance is there. But still I don't see that. Imagine what tragedy is there. Imagine the fish is thirsty in the water. Imagine that. I am searching that necklace which is in my neck. So that ignorance is the obstacle. Other example I give you, dream example is there. In the dream I was thinking I have to, I am sick badly and I am in the hospital. And I am going for operation. Acha? Yes. Operation? Yes, operation. I don't know where operation is there, but some operation is there. And I am going on the... See, I did not get such dream. Don't worry. And they had put on that attire. There is a particular kind of gown, na? Gown is there. Blue color gown is there. Huh? Grey color. Acha. Green. Acha. That is fixed. We can't have our own gown. Huh? Acha. So they will give, we need not take ours. That they sterilized or something. Because I want a fashionable one. So I was thinking, and I was so suffering that, I am putting on gown, and now they will have operation of my, stomach or leg or whatever is there. I am so scared, and I entered the operation table, and they made me lie down, and then doctor said, see, anesthesia doctor has not come, so we will do operation without anesthesia because I am not free. I am not free tomorrow. And therefore I cannot wait for anesthesia. So I will tie you down. Your legs and hands will be tied down, then we will operate. So don't move now. I said, oh! So at that time I woke up. So such foolish dreams may come. Dream there is no logic because intellect is not present there. Intellect means what creates cause and effect relationship. So intellect is hardly 10%. Mostly it is mental imaginations. Now understand that the person waker was there, but this ignorance veiled that waker. There and is not there. It was there, but it concluded the obstacle called ignorance created an impression or understanding that it is not there. I am only this and there is nothing else other than. I hope you are understanding the pratibandh. See, they are genius, these Vedanta Swami and all these. Not only they are realized in their own knowledge, but they know how to communicate. Biggest point in a teacher is his communicating skill of a difficult matter. What makes a good teacher is this only. One who can communicate the most difficult point and make the topic so interesting so that students can easily grasp it. And something which is very easily appearing, he gives a subtlest point from the easy things, that easy things also has an attention-taking capacity from. Otherwise we say, I know this. These two things make the teacher very important teacher. And who can be better teacher than our Vedanta Swami? Take the example he gave. I hope you are clear. Now, he says, Iha anadi, see the 14th shlok, second line. Iha anadi avidyayev vyamoh ek nibandhanan. So, iha means in our case, in this case, in that, we don't understand that Atma is of the nature of Anand. Atma. So there is anadi avidya. Yesterday I told also, or day before, that ignorance does not have a beginning. Ignorance is logicless, causeless. Remember 2 days back I was mentioning in the evening class, ignorance is causeless. And ignorance does not have a starting point. Because the starting point will say there was a time when ignorance started. That means time was there, ignorance was not there. And time itself is a product of ignorance. So everything you cannot say when the ignorance is started. And therefore you cannot say when Jeev is started, when world is started, when this is started. Don't ask, because you are asking when it is started, that means you are saying there is a time when ignorance was not there. And time and space itself is a product of fruit of action, and therefore ignorance is there, already there. Next point, and this is called Vyamoha Ek Nibandanam. So this is the cause of obstruction. Nibandana means is the cause of obstruction. The moh. Now the point is, this is still 14th verse. Now the point is, can you explain more about this ignorance and how Jeev gets trapped into this? I want the details of it, because devil lies in details. They say devil lies in details. So I have to catch it. So that, now let us now see, the topic is now progressing. See, there is consciousness, and there is something called, what was mentioned as, what is it called? Ignorance. I am giving a new word called Prakriti. Don't forget, Prakriti. And Prakriti is Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic. See the word. Tamo Raja Sattvagunaha Prakriti Dividhacha Sa. Please be careful. So, one is the pure Brahman or the consciousness which is of the nature of Satya, Jnana, Mananantam or Satchidanand, and Prakriti is the one which is, as we can say in our mind also, mind is a product of Prakriti which has Sattvagun, Rajogun and Tamogun. Rather, all these three are called Prakriti by itself. Right? Now this Prakriti is of two kinds basically. So one is called Shuddha Sattva, like you have Sattvagun, you have Tamoguna and you have Rajoguna. We all have three gunas. Which one is prominent now? I am not saying. So one guna is, at a time one guna is prominent. When you have a thought of let me meditate, let me remain quiet, let me remain totally free from rag, dvesh, everybody is ours, sabko kshama kar diya. All are forgiven. Everybody is forgiven. From me take forgiveness. I have no botheration from anybody. Nobody's source. In my mind there is no tussle, no conflict. I have no worries. I have given the topics to the God. That means Sattva has gone high, right? What will happen to me, I don't know. I will. This is Rajoguna is coming now. Well, but he did like that day. Well, I forgot. That doesn't matter. Everybody is mine. Let's now meditate. That is called your Sattva has increased. And in Sattva, when you start thinking, very beautiful ideas start coming in your mind. A very nice thoughts come. Wonderful thoughts come. Or supposing you are reading Vedanta or Gita, or you are hearing to some talk, there your Sattva increases. You must have experienced it. Or you are even listening to some bhajan or chanting, or about a great person. Rajogun is there when there is a rag is there in that. Attachment comes, aversion comes. I don't like that. I don't want to talk to that person. Or I like this person. We both will live together forever. Or I'll not at all, I cannot live for one day with that person. I told him many times, but he is not listening to me. I'll tell you one day, I'll give him left, right and center. Enough of enough. So this is now Rajoguna. I have a lot of work there. Oh my God, I forgot what. I had to go to the market. Oh my God. What happened? Arey, nothing happened. My mobile is not working. Where is Prithviraj? Let us see. Where is he? I don't know what happened to my mobile. Why it is not working? Oh, a signal is there, but still it is not working. I went out, gate is not opening. What's going on? Your mobile is not working. I don't know what these people are doing. I'm fed up of them, tired of all these things. This is now Rajoguna has come. All forgive. I remain quiet. I've been quiet all the time only. All the time I'm quiet. Only now I'm speaking. Never I open my mouth. I tell you. So I open my mouth only in the dining table. Never I say anything to anybody. I just keep in my room and do my work. I don't want to involve with anybody in this world. I'm tired of all this. This is Rajagun is come. Or I want to eat something. Since long pasta has not come, pizza has not come. Anita is not coming, lasagna is not coming nowadays. She doesn't come, doesn't matter, but she should send lasagna. So Rajagun has come. And then you are tired, you came back, you sat and you just dozed off. Or in general, a person is forgetfulness. Anything is, how are you? So there is very less clicking power in him. What did you say? No, I asked you, how are you? Who? You? Me? Why? So there is very slow response is there. Snail's speed intelligence is there. So high level of tamogun is there. So this is called, we all have these three gunas. Now understand one point. Important point. If Sattvagun is in microcosm, the same Sattvagun in infinite capacity will be in macrocosm. The same Sattvagun in infinite capacity, that means 99% Sattvagun, that is called Vishuddha Sattva. Vishuddha Sattva. Vishuddha Sattva means immaculate Sattvagun, cosmic immaculate Sattvagun. And another aspect is there. Please note, I am saying Vishuddha means it has 98-99%. Still there is very frail Tamogun and Rajogun is there. And there is a cosmic Tamogun, cosmic Rajogun. In that also there is some Sattvagun. Don't think ant doesn't have Sattvagun. The ant animals also have a Sattva-guna. Otherwise, they will not be able to know where is the food. They have a knowledge. They have the knowledge. When tsunami comes, no animals drowns. All animals run away. Earthquake, they know in advance. If earthquake comes, dogs, cats, even the birds, they all know in advance. They all run away. So there is a Sattva-guna in them. Sniffer dogs are there, if you know. They are used for catching the thief, or because there is a scent with every human being. Distinct scent is there, and therefore I think they trace the scent where it has. They can go for kilometers. They say those dogs, they can go for kilometers and find it out. Imagine they have also Sattvagun. They say, supposing there is a Goshala, cow shed, and there are 5,000 cows, and they have their own respective pegs, 585th peg. You won't believe that cow will commit in its respective peg only. It won't go before and after. This example is given in Mahabharata. As the cows come to their respective pegs, similarly fruit of action comes to the respective doer. Not that mix हो गया fruit of action. ऐसा नहीं है. So they also have intelligence. They are not totally foolish. Super intelligence in certain areas they have. You cannot imagine there, but that is our programmed intelligences. So they also have Satgun and they also have Rajogun and Tamogun also. So there are two kinds of Prakriti. One is Satguna Pradhan and second is called Rajogun and Tamogun Pradhan. So Satguna Pradhan is called Vishuddha Sattva, other is called Malin Sattva. Malin Sattva. Just see the words here. Malin Sattva. Is it clear now? I have taken these things, I am just trying to bring it up on the surface of your mind. You have the impression, but expression is not there. So let it bring it. What revision does, what practice does, it makes the impression into expression. Now, please be careful. That Brahman, which is reflected in the immaculate or Vishuddha Sattva is called Ishwar. And that Brahman, which is reflected in Malin Sattva is called Jeev. Now, when I say Ishwar, see, understand what I am saying. Ishwar. When you say Vishuddha Sattva, that means 98% Sattva is there, and Sattva is of the nature of knowledge. Sattvat Sanjayate Jnanam. So Ishwar will be more omniscient, therefore. He will know everything. And Jeev will be alpicient. So he won't know many things. Maya Bimbo Vashikritya. And a very interesting point, another point. That Sattva is under the control of Ishwar. And that Vishuddha Sattva and Malin Sattva, where Rajogun and Tamogun are prominent, it controls the Jeev. So one is controlled by the Ishwar, other is under controlling the Jeev. I hope this point is clear. And therefore, the Ishwar and Jeev has now. Now what is the problem? Why it is controlling? Tell me. Because Ishwar is knowing I am of the nature of Satchidanand. Jeev is not knowing that I am of the nature of Satchidanand. Whatever mood comes, if the Tamogun comes, he says, I am dull. I will depend on the Prakriti. If Sattvagun comes, he will say, I am bright. Or if Rajogun comes, he will say, I am active now. So I is totally at the mercy of the Gunas. In Ishwar, Sattvagun comes or Rajogun comes, I will say, I am complete. Whether even if I am killing somebody or if I am sleeping or if I am bright. It doesn't matter because I am, by nature I am like that. And therefore 17th verse says, Avidya vashagastvanya tadvai chitryadanekada. Anekada. And now, this is anek. Anek means many. Who? Jeev. Where? Because there are lot of combination possible of Rajogun and Tamogun. And in each there is a separate reflection. And as the number of conditionings, so is the number of reflections. And so is the number of Jeev. Now, then that is called, and this conditioning is called Karan Sharir or causal body. And that is called Pragya. Who? Consciousness. Consciousness conditioned by the causal body is called Pragya. I hope you are clear. And the consciousness conditioned by the Shuddha Sat is called Shuddha Sat. Ishvara. Consciousness conditioned by the Malin Sattva is called Pragya or Jeev. Thik, this is there. Now I'll move ahead. Let me now. So please get my point. There are three combinations. But you said two, one more we are introducing now. Shuddha Sattva is Ishwar, Malin Sattva is Jeev. One is totally Tamoguna. And from that will come Jagat. From that will come Jagat. Please note, consciousness is also there. But that consciousness is not evident in that. Not evident at all. Like sunlight is there. In a crystal clear water, crystal clear, quiet water, that sun will reflect brightly. The same sun on the dull and the muddy and the chanchal water or the flickering water full of waves and mud, it will be very dull reflection. But the same sun reflecting on the wall will not reflect. All the rays will refract and not reflect because the surface is not reflecting surface. Don't think that it is not reflecting. Sunlight is not falling here. Sunlight is also falling in the wall or in the mud. But they are not reflecting mediums because the medium is dull in nature. So all the light got refracted and there is no reflection in that. So third Prakriti comes, which is Tamogun Pradhan. Please get my point. There is still an iota of Sattvagun in it. Pradhan word I am repeating. There is still Sattvagun in that. So Rajogun Pradhan will make the Jeev. Sattvagun Pradhan will make Ishwar. And Tamogun Pradhan, now the Jagat will come from that. Just please decorate systematically, organize that in your mind. Very good student like you all will do how the thought has progressed in this particular chapter. How the progression of an idea is there. It is not a haphazard idea strewn or thrown somewhere. It is a logical development of thought. Now, you may not remember the verses, but at least remember the flow of ideas. Now you can understand from this Tamagun aspect, there is Sattvic Bhag, Tamsic Bhag and Rasic Bhag. I'm very confused. There is no need to be confused. No, but you said Sattvic Bhag was over. No, Sattvic Bhag, therefore I was using the word predominantly. In this Tamogun aspect also there is a Sattvagun. Please don't forget. And from that Tamogun Prakriti, 5 elements came out. 5 elements. Tama Pradhana Prakriti hai tad bhogaya Ishwar Agya. 18 shlok. Ishwar Agya. Ishwar is the Nimitta Karan. And this is the Upadana Karan. This Tamogun Pradhan Prakriti. So one is SP, other is RP, and third is TP. Bole, what is SP? Sattvagun Pradhan Prakriti, Rajogun Pradhan Prakriti, and Tamogun Pradhan Prakriti. You decorate it like that. SP reflected Ishwar. RP reflected Jeev. And in TP, he is not reflected very clearly. It is there. So now that Ishwar is operating on TP. And from TP, 5 elements have come. Akash, Vayu, Agni, Jal and Prithvi. But, not this gross not gross one. Not gross one. Now from that, make a mental chart or a physical chart as whatever is there, just for your understanding. From that, Satgun, now space has 3 parts, Vayu has 3 parts, Agni has 3, water has 3 and Prithvi has 3. So there is a Sattvic space, Sattvic Vayu, Sattvic Jal, Sattvic Agni and Sattvic Akash, Rajasic and Tamasic. Is it clear now? From that Sattvic aspect of all 5 comes the organ of perception and also mind. Combined will make the mind. So Sattvic aspect of space has gone here. I told all these things. Sattvic aspect of fire has gone here. Sattvic aspect of earth has gone here. Sattvic aspect of Vayu has gone for touch. Anything remaining? Shabd, Sparsh, Roop. Sattvic aspect of water has gone on the tongue. Stanley? Clear? So Sattvic aspect of those 5 elements has gone here and there. Well, how are saying that? Because the Sattvic aspect will interact with the Rajasic, with the Tamasic aspect, because they belong to the same family. And therefore, this will make mind and 5. Please refer to my earlier classes for more details. You can refer there. Let me move ahead and come to the verse which I had left. Otherwise, whole time will go in this. Similarly, Rajasic aspect has gone to make organ of action and pran. Not film pran, but actor, not actor pran. There was a villain called also Pran. Villain was also there, Pran. Not that Pran. He is not made from Rajasic aspect. So, our sense organ of action and come on Pran Apan Vyan Samanudan, that has been from the Rajasic aspect of the 5 element. Just a quick recap. Anybody can tell where is the Rajasic aspect of space? Well, it don't. It's all right. You are fine. Huh? No. Ears has Sattvic aspect of space. क्या गड़बड़ हो गया ना? Rajasic aspect of space is where? Which sense organ of action has Rajasic aspect of space? Tongue. I told you, because tongue will create words and then only this will hear. Please don't forget. Tell me, Rajasic aspect of air is in which sense organ? Hand. That is hand, because through hand you touch. Tell me, Rajasic aspect of Agni is where? Eyes have the Sattvic aspect. Maar padegi. Legs. Because eyes will see, then only it will walk. Well, very confusing. I am quite confused. I am sorry to say all this. Rajasic aspect of water has gone in genitals, and Rajasic aspect of earth has in anus. I had told these points. Please refer to Tattva also. But I asked you, because see which is related, which sense or organ of action, perception is interacting with which sense organ of action? They are relative. They are relative. Ears are relative to that tongue. Therefore they interact. Eyes are always watching where the steps are going, and therefore you walk. If you miss, then you will fall down, especially in the staircase. Please refer to your notes. And I had mentioned that. Let me move ahead, please. Now, so this is now causing the antakaran to make. So what is antakaran now? Now mind has come. Mind means mind intellect also. Mind is there. So 5 sense organ of action, 5 sense organ of perception, 10, 5 pranas, 15, and man buddhi, 17. This 17 are called subtle body. And this is the called Ling Sharir also. 23rd verse. Ling Sharir. Why Ling? Why Ling? Tell me why Ling? Ling means sign in which the consciousness reflects. Clearly, on the body, reflection is not clear. But Ling is there. I know. I am alive. I can talk. I can walk. I am understanding. This is the statement of the Jeev, which is reflected in the consciousness, reflected in the subtle body. Please note, subtle body is inert. Why? Because it is drishya. It has been made from the tamasic aspect of the Prakriti. TP, SP, RP and TP. From TP came 5 elements. And that from 5 has 3 parts. Don't forget, please. 5 has 3 parts. And how it is, that you already have known. Now, let me move forward. Now, what was pragya? The consciousness reflected in the causal body was called pragya. Now, because the subtle body has come, now the consciousness reflected in the subtle body is called Tejas. Also, now make a chart. One is called microcosm, other is called macrocosm. So, total causal body is called no, not Ishwar. That is called SP. And individual causal body is called Karan Sharir, simply ignorance. ठीक? Total subtle body is called Hiranyagarbha now. Individual subtle body is called individual subtle body. So the consciousness reflected in the total subtle body is called Hiranyagarbha. And consciousness reflected in the microcosmic subtle body is called Tejas. So 3 things I am telling. One is the same Prakriti, SP, has now become total subtle body. SP has become total subtle body. And the same Ishwar is called now Hiranyagarbha. Individual subtle body, individual causal body, the consciousness reflected is called pragya, and the total subtle body is called Hiranyagarbha. So now Ishwar has stepped down to Hiranyagarbha and pragya has stepped down to Tejas now. I hope this point is very, very clear. Can we move ahead? Well, yes, please move ahead. Veshti and Samashti is there. Now, this is the Jeev's and Ishwar's story. But the Jeev wanted bhog. It wanted something gross. Now, five sense organs are there, perception, action, but it doesn't have house to keep that sense organ. It needs a house to keep the sense organ of action, perception. We are not floating here and there. Now they need a gross body. And now, from that tamoguna aspect of the five elements, please follow it. And then Panchikaran happened. Half of one and 1/8 of all four. Half of one. And ultimately, Panchikrit Panchmahabhut, like this is a Panchikrit Panchmahabhut. If you have any doubt, please refer to earlier classes. You can go and hear the recordings. Now comes the grossified five element. And this grossified five element, from that comes Brahmand, and 14 lokas come. And individual bodies come. Please note, now consciousness reflected in total Brahmand is called Virat. So what was Ishwar has stepped down as Hiranyagarbha, and it has stepped down as Virat. And individual bodies, what are made depending on the fruit of action, that will be called Vishwa. It is Devata, it can be human being, it can be animal, it can be worm, it can be spider, it can be what is called frog. Any bodies are there. And Jeev is now, all the Jeev along with this packet of 17 entered into that. Like when I go to some center, I get a room there. So I say, Swami, this is your room. Okay, this is a room. It is written also outside, Swami Ji. Oh, this Swami Ji. Then what I do? I open the bag. The clothes will go in the wardrobe. The cream, etc. will go near my bed. Mala will go under the pillow. The toiletries will go to the washroom. Now the puja box, there is a puja thing will go here. All are now. This is now, sense organs are now all around. I have taken birth. This is my room now. I've entered into that room now. Acha, yes. And the day I have to go, again I will not take everything back. Again it will go in the back again. Now start packing. Put on that. Where is that pouch gone? See the wardrobe, it is cleared or not? Wardrobe is cleared? Well, yes. One lungi is remaining. Put it back. One lungi is remaining. Put it back. Don't worry. Acha, puja items are all gone. Buckets? Bucket is also gone. So this Jeev is now leaving that room for next birth. Next room. Got my point? So subtle body and gross body are different. Now, but why it required? Because it had, because it did not know itself. Pratibandh, come back. It knew itself partially. I am of the nature of incompleteness. क्या हाल है आपका? अरे अकेले हैं और क्या है? बच्चे चले गए पढ़ने, हम अकेले पढ़ गए. एक बेटी थी, बेटी चली गई यूएसएसआर. यूएसएसआर? यूएसएसआर इज नॉट देयर. रशिया, हाँ रशिया. मॉस्को में है. एक बेटी मॉस्को में है और एक बेटा फिलाडेल्फिया में है. अच्छा, आप यहाँ क्या कर? हम ऐसे ही हैं, अकेले पढ़ गए. आई एम अलोन. हाँ, अकेले हैं. तबीयत कल रात में बहुत खराब थी. Alone, I am going to the doctor. Alone, I am coming back. Doctor said, don't bend. Now this Jeev, who doesn't know his own nature, Te Parag, 29 shlok, page 16. Te Parag Darshina Pratyak Tattva Bodha Vivarjitaha Kurvate Karma Bhogaya Karma Kartum Cha Munjate. मिल गया ना? Page 16. Now this is Parag Darshana. It sees outside. Wow, wow. Such a nice food is there. Wow. Nice car is there. Nice husband. He can make a very good husband out. He is fit for my husband. We match, we are compatible. Acha, compatible. No, not compatible. Compatible. Then we are compatible. Our taste match. He also likes satsang, I also like satsang. Acha? So we are compatible. He also likes pickles, I also like pickles. We'll add pickle to our life. Acha? We can be a good spouse. Acha? But I don't want spice in that spouse, because plural of mouse is mice. So I don't want any plural of spouse there. So we can. He can be very good. I like this. He is very good boy. देखो बहिर्मुखी हो गया ये. अंदर जो चैतन्य मात्र है, the पूर्ण चैतन्य, the complete self is sleeping. Are you seeing? Like in the dream I am suffering, not knowing that there is nothing happening. Nobody has chased you, nobody is troubling you, you are totally free. This is the story of the Jeev now. And this Jeev constantly is outside extrovert. He likes something, dislikes something, works for something. I want to earn a lot of money. Now you're working a lot. In that process of working, you create a lot of friends, enemies, and then ultimately you get something. After getting something, then you are enjoying that. Wah, wah, wah. Then you create more impression for that enjoyment or suffering. And then you die. After dying, I get another fruit of action. Again you take another body. Again start and open your shop of doership, enjoyership. Again I want the money. Last birth you could not get money. Now this birth you have some more money. Last birth you couldn't go to foreign countries. This birth. Last birth you could not get. Again you start. Again 40, 60, 70 years. Again create pap punya. Again create sanchit karma. And again die. And maybe you go to Swarg. You get to become animal. You become monkey, you become worm, you become human being, boy become girls, girl become boy. This is the story. Whole thing is told to get him out. And Vidyananda Swami, because he is quite hard in his expressions, see the 30th shlok, Nadyam kita iv avartat avartaram ashute. Like the worm in the river. They are swept from one flow to another flow. One whirlpool to another whirlpool. Similarly. And never, naiva, labante, naiva nirvritim. He doesn't get peace anywhere. He never gets peace anywhere because you are searching something where it is not there. You are searching completeness in the incomplete world. You are searching thali in the katori. You are searching the plate in the bowl where it is not there. And ultimately you are tired, you are exhausted, you are fed up. You create attachment, you create aversion, you create ahankar in this process. I wanted to do this work, he only stopped me. I don't like that person. Any work I do, he stops me. Everything I do, he stops me. I don't like to work. He is very good. I want to work with him only. Really we make a very good company. I like to. Please come with me. attachment. I want success. See, I am better than other person. What others could not do, I did it very well. He is my husband. She is my wife. They are my children. All false thing. We are dreaming here and there, making project, making plans, suffering, sometimes dying because of cancer, sometimes accidents, sometimes heart attack, sometimes sudden death, sometimes while sleeping, sometimes beaten. You don't know which fruit will come at what time. Sometime I fell from the first floor. Such cases come where husband has thrown the wife on the first floor. What do you know? Read newspaper. If I don't read only, horrible news are there. In this process, my good actions fructify, and it is written, Karuna Nidhi Nidhana Udhrita. A motion of compassion comes, and he lifts me from that river and puts me under a tree. Then I become quiet. And he is called Guru Maharaj, he is called Gurudev, who lifts me from this whirlpool of birth and death. And under a tree of satsang, he tries to quieten my doership and enjoyership. More we will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Harihi Om.